We have, this is 4 cups of pecans.
Yes.
And they are busted up. What is the word for it?
Chopped.
Chopped with our hands.
So I'm gonna put them in the oven for 10 minutes since it's preheated.
350 on the oven.
I usually just stick it in and put it in.
We had these already done. We're gonna.
I just put them in for like 12 minutes if I'm turning on the oven, but it's already ready.
It's already ready. So 10 minutes at 350 while we mix our other ingredients up.
First off, though, I'm gonna put some parchment paper on that.
On this.
The island.
Okay.
You don't want to use wax paper
Why is that?
unless you butter it real good.
Okay. Because it'll stick to it?
Yeah.
Parchment paper is the way?
Oh yeah. I first ever tried it with wax paper and it wasn't very good.
Okay. This is some non-stick parchment paper. Bought it at Walmart.
Yeah.
$29.99. Probably more than that. I don't know how much it
I think we got it on clearance for $2.
What?
I think we got it on clearance for $2.
I was doing a Richard Jeans style.
Alright. Gonna set.
And this is where we're going to flop them out on once they're all syrupy.
Yes. When they're all ready.
Oh my goodness.
Down.
Do you want me to get this, like all of this?
Whatever that you want.
Okay. Well, I guess it's good to get too much than too little. We can always edit it out, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Now, what is this?
This is sucanat, which is like the healthy version of brown sugar.
Okay.
You would be using brown sugar probably.
So if I didn't have sucanat, I would use brown sugar.
Right.
It
It calls for brown sugar, but this is what I use.
Okay. So you can use brown sugar and it does the same thing.
Yeah. How do you like that pecan?
I'm trying it.
That one you're eating.
Right.
Did you get that one off the counter?
Why? What's the matter with
Because
it?
these ones on the counter are weird. They're like super sweet and kind of bad. Alright, so you're going to put 4 cups of
Brown sugar
Sucanat.
or sucanat.
Yes, brown sugar. And it's all clumpy, but that's okay because it'll dissolve. Okay. 4.
4 cups. Installed.
Alright. Now, you have to put 6 tablespoons of butter.
6 tablespoons exactly, or do you go a little extra just for flavoring?
I go 6.
You go exactly 6. Where did you find this recipe that you love?
You might not like this very much.
Oh my goodness.
What did it say? The Auburn cookbook. The old Auburn cookbook.
Are we gonna eat these seriously? Yeah, we've been eating them for years. They're good.
I don't usually tell people that.
We'll edit that out. How did you happen upon an Auburn cookbook? That's the question.
I was given it for my wedding. People that went to Southern Baptist Church were good friends with it. Very good cookbook.
Is it? Well, Auburn may not be much for football,
They're
but
pretty good on cooking.
they're pretty good on cooking. So.
Alright. And I'm gonna do a 1/2 cup of water.
She said, I usually don't tell people that's where I got this. A 1/2 cup of water?
Saying that it's the agricultural school, and I'm mistaken. I figured this ought to be pretty good on
I'm
cooking.
just gonna mix that and let it start dissolving.
Did you say a half cup of water?
1 half.
Okay.
You take a whole and split it in 2, so you get one of those.
That's right.
Alright. That way it can start kind of dissolving a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, now. Can you hand me a teaspoon, please?
Measuring pipe.
Yes.
So where did this recipe, the praline, first come about? Do we know the history of this? Of the praline?
I do not.
You have to research that.
I know most of the time when you hear it, it's the New Orleans praline, so
Which
there's
is
not
where
a
we got into
teaspoon
it.
on here.
Which is where we got into it from when we went to my grandfather's wedding.
They had
At the
pralines.
wedding, they had the pralines.
And Daddy told me I need to learn how to make them.
You do. They're so good.
Came back and she learned how to make them.
So I'm going to 2 teaspoons of vanilla, but I'm going to put them in this little glass so that it'll be easier when you're done. You don't have to take time and measure it. You can just pour it.
Okay. So 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Now all vanilla is not created equal. Is
Vanilla extract.
vanilla extract.
We like the real stuff.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay.
So what kind of hotness level do you have this pan set on?
Nothing yet.
It's
I'm
burling
going-
though, isn't it?
No, it's just dissolving still.
It's just dissolving still.
Yeah, it'll it says to cook it on low, but I always do it medium or high.
So you don't
Medium
have this
high.
even on yet?
No.
Okay.
I'm waiting for it to pecans.
Looks like the nest.
Looks like it's burling, ain't it?
We're gonna need that, and you will need the candy thermometer. You got one of these?
I do have one of those.
You gotta have it.
Where it is since we moved, I don't know, but I do have one.
Have what?
Candy thermometer. I believe I have that exact same one there. I bought it at Walmart, $2.99, something like
I
that.
think I got mine that tastes for $1.
Do what? Yes, it is. What is that? That sounds fun. I'll swallow it. If you're... Yeah. Is it hot or is it cold? Okay. I hear a varmint.
That was a chicken.
Okay.
Well, this will take a full round for you.
That was
Yeah, honey.
I've never had it, so I have no idea. Honey sounds good up in there. Don't you think that'd be good?
That's what I thought. Nothing.
My sister is fixing me some pumpkin spice hot tea, and she's adding some of that good Believe Farms honey. So now we're going to put these pecans that have toasted for 10 minutes at 350. We're going to rake it up into this bowl.
It's called a pot.
This pot. We're going to put it in the vessel that we cook with. Right? So that's called a pot.
My granny would call it a kettle, but
A bowl. It's a metal bowl with handles on it.
that was a piece of that stuff you don't want.
Do what now?
So that was a piece of that brown junk you don't want.
The bitter stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Alright.
And now, are we going to mix this up? We're going to mix them up in there?
No, it's hot. Yes, we will.
I was going to say I did something.
Alright, I'm going to already turn this on.
Well, what are we going to turn this on here?
I just turned it on
four?
about medium right now.
All right, I'm gonna let you do it because I'm scared I'm gonna mess it up.
Step back
'Cause
just there.
whenever I tried to do it, oh my gosh. Whenever I tried
Just
to
don't
do
let
it,
it fall.
it turned into. Mine turned into taffy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Praline taffy?
they still tasted good. I had one time it was peanut or praline brittle. And I had one that was
Okay, then
taffy.
you cooked the one too long, and you cooked the other one not long enough.
Yeah.
So this is kind of what we're going for here. Is this kind of consistency? Now, what color would you say that is?
That is brown, but I don't know
Is
what
this
shade of brown.
like a hickory nut brown or like a coffee brown or a
What
or-
would that brown be?
Like,
Like-
Daddy's coffee brown.
Daddy's coffee
The
brown?
coffee that's got a lot of milk and sugar in it. Like, I really don't know that color brown.
Pecan brown.
Yeah, especially the color brown.
Okay.
It's gonna get
Shelled
a lot
pecan
darker. You want it
Shelled
to be,
pecan brown.
Shelled pecan brown,
but before it's done, it's gonna be, yeah, like
coffee brown. We have
Yeah,
we have
it's
activity
darker now.
right here. It's boiling.
it's a lot darker already.
So you're just continuously stirring this so it doesn't get caked up on the bottom, right?
So it won't stick. And then 240 degrees at softball is where you want to go.
Softball? What about baseball?
It's too far. All right, let's see. Where are we so far? Still got a little ways.
Where you at?
Almost to. Ow. To the 215. Yeah, I'm at 215
And you're going for 240?
or a little over.
So like whenever you get to 240, do you snatch it off right then?
Around that time. Sometimes I let it go a little bit over, just to make sure it's there. But you don't want it to go more than like 5 degrees past.
And where is he?
So 10 degrees difference could be the difference in taffy and
And praline, yeah. It really is the difference.
oh yeah.
Because sometimes if you don't like get it quite good enough, because as it sits, when you're like putting them out on the pan, it'll still cook a little bit. So sometimes the first few pralines you put out will be kind of taffy-like, but then your ones at the end will be all good.
Awesome.
I'm at 225 now, so getting there. Alright, let's see. 235. Almost.
You're almost there.
Almost at 235.
Oh yeah. Coming along quite nicely. Now these are not just good; these are award-winning pralines, correct?
Yeah.
Isn't that the truth?
Yes, sir. They got just at a college cook-off though.
Whisk.
That counts, though.
Yeah, she got this whisk. She said she got a big whisk and it's like this tall. She's like the big whisk. Like you drove all the way down there and made that into that.
We usually take it their place with.
This right here is really getting me in the festive fall spirit. This is it is not wassail. It is not. It's not spiked anything. It is pumpkin spice tea made by my sister with some honey in it, and it's really good.
All right, I am to temperature
It's very good stuff.
and
All right, she is at approximately 240 degrees, and she's
I actually went over more to like 243, 44.
You'll hand you this for
Pour in that vanilla.
pouring the vanilla at this
And
juncture.
watch.
Thank you.
Get all the steam.
Steam20. Right then's where the vanilla goes in, everybody. I don't know if you saw that sleight of hand, little. That's the secret.
Ow!
Did you burn yourself?
A little bit.
We'll try not to do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Kids don't trust them.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't try that at home.
You for sure don't want to splash it on yourself, because that's bad.
Okay. Now we're gonna move them over.
This is what?
It's a lot darker. You see how dark it is now?
I do.
It's so dark.
It's so dark, even a colorblind person could tell it's darker.
I'll put it on the corner to hold it down.
Is that about how big you make
That's
each
usually
one?
how I do them.
You can make them however big you want them.
And then you just let them.
Make them however big you want them, though. If you want just a tiny bite size, go for it. Or if you want a gigantic one, I've done them in. You want to get the heart pan that I've made them in before for Daddy, the metal heart pan, or do the silicone. It's the same thing,
You made one this size before.
and it's super thick.
Nice. Oh, that'd be a super thick praline. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're great.
Here, I'll put one over here to hold it down. If you want more pecans, you can put a lot more pecans and just have like sugar-coated pecans
Yes.
rather than pralines.
I'm all
Just
about
like praline
pecans.
coated. Yeah, that's what Mama wants.
Less pecan.
What do you prefer? Like
More
this?
the sugar.
I guess you prefer them the way you make them, right?
I would probably actually put a few less pecans if I was like
We
this
got-
myself.
Yeah, we talked her into putting this many. The ones we had in New Orleans had very few pecans.
Yeah.
It was mostly sugar. We're like,
That-
man,
so
you could
that-
do better. We
Yeah.
said, you can do better than this with more pecans. So
I love it with the more sugar.
Yeah. Most of the ones that you get in New Orleans, they have some pecans in there, but
pecans are more expensive than the rest of it. So
That's
if they're
right.
selling them, they're going to sell.
more
less
sugar.
cheaper.
More sugar. Pecans. But here in these good South Alabama pralines, we have an abundance of pecans that the Lord has blessed us with this year.
Oh yes.
So maybe, just maybe, I may try my hand at some of these for Christmas. I'll try them a day or two before.
Every week.
and whenever Lori wants to watch the Saints game, I'm like, hey, we need to have something.
Have some New Orleans.
Have some New Orleans flair for the Saints game.
Make some bring to Christmas, and she'll make some bring to Christmas. See who likes it better.
Yeah, which one's better?
Well, it ain't gonna be a contest. I just want mine to turn out the right texture.
Taste of everybody to have one.
Yeah, we'll share them with everybody. I just don't want mine to be taffy again.
You want some taffy or you want some Christmas?
I mean, 'cause even if it was taffy, it would still be good flavored.
Yeah, I mean, they tasted good. It was just chewy.
I've actually thought about trying to do praline taffy and like don't put quite so many pecans. Maybe make the pecans small, teeny pieces. Like actually chop them up in the blender, and then actually pull the taffy, or like pull the taffy and actually have like I don't know. It sounds like it would be good.
Happy toffee.
Right, they're getting all like thick now. So these ones here at the end, I usually make the end ones sort of smaller because.
They clump up on the spoon.
Well, no, because the sugar is a lot more concentrated at that point, and so it's extra sweet, like half as much as good because it's so sweet.
This appears to be a good family type thing to do as well. So the
Garkin is here too. I gotta go get Garkin. I'll be right back.
who?
He is made of invisible
Not made up.
person
He gives us
that
food. He's a ghost. He gives us food.
gives him
He lived
food.
in the 1800s. He was an Indian and he died and he came back as a ghost. So he's a Christian ghost.
It's a Christian ghost.
That's Garkin,
Garkin's in here.
and only
You can't
Joseph
see
can
him.
see him.
Let's scrape this off for you.
I wonder if the GoPro pick him up.
Put it for the GoPro.
There you can see it. Here you go.
All right.
No. You remember them oatmeal cookies Mom used to make?
yeah.
This reminds me of
They
them.
look a lot like them. These,
Yeah.
Most people think these are chocolate cookies.
I think the sucanite gets a little
It
darker.
gets a little darker than the
Brown sugar.
So everybody thinks we've added chocolate, which we thought might not be.
That might not be a bad thing.
Might be a good thing to try one day.
Do you want to try one?
Yeah, I'll try one.
They're ready.
Here, down the hatch.
They're done. You want one? Yes.
They're worthy. That may be from the Auburn cookbook. Roll Tide.